Good morning, everyone. We have sun trying to come out today, clearing skies, but it's every bit as nice out here. It's definitely still in the 60s. There's a cool in the air. It's nothing better than I like coming out here in the morning in short sleeves, and it feels cool to my skin, and there's no mosquitoes biting me. I mean, that's my idea of a perfect morning. We have a busy day today. We are dropping off Jules at Tesla, and we are donating blood. Jules is, you know, dash cam port, the USB-C port is not working. And she's under warranty until June something. So now's the time to get it addressed. We canceled the appointment last month because of the Don's contract being too busy to drive up there and do this thing. First they said mobile service. Honestly, to swap out a USB-C port, I think mobile ought to be able to cover it, and I'm disappointed. But anyway, hike to Tesla today. Maybe we'll see a Cybertruck, or more importantly, maybe we'll see a Highland 3. Well, your attitude sure looks good this morning. The food I brought you at midnight, either you didn't finish it and or your buddies didn't finish it. That's okay. Hey, let me put your food down. We'll move this old stuff off to the side. He did throw up on me last night, so if you're keeping track, Friday night and then again on Sunday night, of course he could have thrown up in the yard and I don't know, but he's got a good attitude, not looking poorly, eating. So we'll go with that. I never did get any of the anti-nausea stuff in him. I like having it in case I feel like I really need it, but you know, I've never given him a pill and I'm worried. So if he's doing okay without it, we'll see. Sure is looking pretty down there. You know, a lot of the things planted in that direction, they like morning sun, but they don't need late afternoon sun, especially in July and August here. So morning is good, and then by late afternoon it's pretty shady. So I think that's good. The only thing that might be getting too much sun is that ghost Japanese maple that's right there. The variegated varieties really don't like too much sun, so I don't know. Putting a different pot there and moving it up somewhere in the landscape along the border might be better for it, actually. Because we put a cement block under it, we have the option of moving it. It's not grown through the pot and into the ground. Some of them we didn't do right and they don't have a cement block, but a lot of them do. A lot of them are movable if we wanted to move them. So we'll see. Good morning. Hi. Hi. Hi, sweetie. I didn't edit with her yesterday, but I did come in last night and sit with her for a while. It's like, oh wow, Johnny's not here. Back on make an effort to spend time with Gray. I actually missed her some while Johnny was home, but then I got reused to the new routine. Well, good morning, Mr. Turtle. It's not a turtle, it's a mushroom. Oh, that's funny. It's a nice day for a walk.
It is a nice day.
I probably won't appreciate the sun in the sunny parts, but it's not hot by any stretch.
Humidity, very comfortable.
Yeah. No yard work today because, well, I really shouldn't work my back multiple days in a row. It's good to rest in between, and no time, no window this morning before we have to leave, and not worth an hour to have to go get all cleaned up. And then this afternoon after donating blood, you know, he's told to rest and not do any. I was still thinking
strenuous.
I was still thinking if I could get away with bringing dirt home, but probably not.
24 hours. So I can't even do anything the next day.
I don't think so. I'd be more worried about me. Yeah, the lower ball field's not prepped yet for today, and they got a little bit of a mess there by home plate. A big puddle. The town has said Memorial Day weekend the splash pad opens. A bunch of parents said they wish it was already open. I don't know though. With the weather we've had and the wind like today, them kids, they don't want to get wet and have this wind on them at this temperature. They just don't. So I'm thinking it's probably okay. Well, we're heading on out. We've made good time. And it's almost a wrap. It's nice out here. We talked to a couple of the town guys and picked up trash, of course, and all that good stuff with our weight vest today. Back in action. It's 12:09. We should be good to get to Tesla on time. I know, I'm so loath to have to hit the button. It's actually fun sometimes. I want Tesla Glenwood Avenue. Okay, see what it says for our time. It says we'll get there at 12:53, 44 minutes. Cool. FSD, following FSD. Well, the back road is looking like they might be done with the paving project. All of a sudden I've stopped daydreaming and enjoying the sky and how pretty a day it is and realized, oh, it's paved over here. Don's in front of the van in front of me. There's a red 3, a couple cars behind me. Yeah. So pretty. I wanted to tell you what the temperature was, but these older cars with the driver instrument cluster in the FSD, they don't show the temperature anymore. Casey Green and I, we've complained. Have to cancel FSD just to tell you the temperature. Frustrating, but first world problem for sure. I got caught at the light. There was this really long trailer in the right-hand lane of the turn lanes here. It's a double left turn lane, and either Dawn or more likely Jules on FSD slowed to give that vehicle space to straighten out and stay in their lane. And you know, they didn't go through the left turn as fast as just cars and a normal thing would have done. And I had it. I was ready. I took over. Me and Ruby, we were going through, but we didn't make it. Oh well. See, that's one of those lights before that would have caused braking. No braking in FSD. This is one of the ones where she tried to take me over into the trees one time to follow that white line into the curve there. Not messing up doing that anymore either. Just perfectly going down this road now. So pleased. So Don and I watched Engineering Explains video yesterday where they did the towing test with the Porsche 911T, I guess, or 911 anyway. Showing that Tesla's claim that the Cybertruck towing the Porsche could beat the Porsche itself off the line. I guess quarter mile, eighth mile, something like that. I think it was quarter mile. Anyway, for fun, it was a nice video, and I thought he did a good job. He always does a good job. Dawn and I have watched him. I think she moved me over to get me away from that construction stuff there, but we're turning right up here, girl, so if you would get me back over, I turned on the turn signal, that would be good. Yeah, anyway, it was a good video. Yeah, I just had the turn signal on. How could my hand not be on the wheel? Stop fussing at me. I don't want to go around this car. Not going now. The Lexus driver behind me thinks I've got issues. I'll just drive till we get on the turnpike. Anyway, it was a fun video, and only thing I said during it is I don't care if Tesla boasted on their claim or not. That take up off, and the engineering guy, he said, yeah, I mean, the towing speed off the line is impressive, whether it beat the Porsche or not. Like I said, he did a good job. It was kind of a fun video. At the very end, he thanked Out of Spec. It was Kyle Cybertruck, that Motor Trend and think it was Motor Trend and Engineering Explained did the test with. So for fun, it was good. That's all I see is a bunch of these videos that people do is like it's for fun. But there are definitely some people out there that care about seconds when it comes to how long they're at the supercharger. And although I want to say that I think with the people watching Kyle's videos, I think, it's just opinion here, it looks like there's more people that care than really care. But I could be wrong. Like, Don and I don't care about 5 minutes at the supercharger one way or the other. Maybe we would care if we were driving to California and back. But you know, Kyle's perspective of the amount of road tripping he does is well above the typical American. So, you know, and you know, youth and some other things there maybe, but I don't know. I don't think there are, I mean, I have a friend that will never drive electric because if he had to stop for even 2 more minutes between here and New Jersey, he would have a meltdown. It would really be problematic for him. And so he's just not, there's nothing about driving electric that would be worth it to him to spend any amount of time extra to get to and from his normal yearly vacation in New Jersey. It wouldn't be the self-driving, it wouldn't be the quiet, it wouldn't be the speed off the line, it wouldn't be the great sound system. There's you know, not smelling fumes, there's just saving the environment, whatever you're thinking, there was nothing about it that would work for him. And I'm just on the other end of this. There's a S pre-facelift in the other direction. I'm on the other end of the spectrum. You know, there's pretty much, you know, I can't afford to take a 10-hour trip and it be 14 hours. But, you know, if we take a 10-hour trip and make it 11, I don't care. Matter of fact, you know, I like getting out and seeing the sights, and going to the supercharger has not lost its allure over going to the gas station, and I don't care. You know, I'm likely to be eating or on Facebook or doing any other number of things, but, you know, maybe not taking off from the supercharger as quick as possible, and none of them have to do with how long it takes to charge the car. So, I don't know. There's a Lucid. I can spot the rear of that car from anywhere. Wow, Ruby driving like a boss through traffic, getting me over in the right lane to get off here and everything. Really pleased with my FSD driving experience today. I'm done calling it beta, or what's the new term? Supervised. So we just go call it FSD. Leave off all that crap on the end. We're almost to Tesla. It's not quarter end, so wow. Yeah. I was gonna say, wow, that's the least amount of crowding I've ever seen, but maybe not. They're just not out on the grass. They kind of added this gravel spot up front here. I guess he's unhappy I didn't turn fast enough. I'll take as long as I need to turn, Bubba. You and your dump truck can kiss my grits. The Amazon guy out. Don's here somewhere. He got here three or 4 minutes ago. I saw the message fly by in the app. He was gonna run inside and use the restroom, so he'll find me in a minute. There's a new 3. You can tell by the beady little eye headlights. Wow, they really are smaller. There's just no place to go in here that's safe. I mean, it's just, Don was still parking, actually. He's been here for several minutes, but he's having trouble parking. Maybe I can just chill here for a minute. There's Don. Yeah, any original comment I had about not crowded is totally inaccurate. I think Don may be in the line headed into the service bay up there. I don't know. He saw me where I was waiting, so when he's ready, he'll walk out and get me. Well, the check-in process has taken Don a while. I figured I'd better come over and check this out. Oh, poor baby. It's already got a boo-boo on the front bumper. Not good. Maybe somebody will get a nice discount. Wow, it's like less. I wish there was another 3 parked right beside this one. There is a red and a blue over there that I took a picture of. Oh, look at the wrap. I like the wrap on the X up there. Yeah. Has the air-cooled seats, I guess. That's a bonus. That's one thing I wouldn't mind having in Ruby's front seat. It could only help things until I guess she spills something, and then it's not so good. I guess this is a demo X here, and I don't know. This one's been lit up wanting people for a bit now. I'm coming over here where the 2 3s are by themselves. I checked, and we've actually got 30 minutes. It seems like it's getting late for our 2 p.m. blood drive appointment. They aren't going to turn Don and his O negative blood away even if we're late. And they're just not. Yeah. See, I'm a separate fog light kind of a girl, so I guess they look very S-like, though, the lights, more so than the 3, obviously. So this 3 is for sale. It's a 19. And that's a safety inspection, not how much they were asking for it. But this car's available for sale. It's not blacked out, so you know right away it's a little older. I'm assuming this is just packing plastic. Yeah, this car's not been not had the plastic taken off of it or the wheel caps put on. Yeah, it's just a lot less light back there. See, even on Ruby, the back of the car, sometimes I wish they used more of the available space for even more light, but I guess it's brightness and maybe not size. I don't know. You can see a little bit of the roof line difference, maybe. Okay, well, I would like to come and drive it one time to see, but not today. Michelle and I were going to go to the mall and do a test drive at David's kiosk, and we waited too long to do that. I mean, the kiosk is still there, but David's not, and darn it, David was part of the deal there, so. You want to drive?
Doesn't matter, I can drive. You can drive?
He's usually happier driving.
Okay, well, I'll drive. Doesn't matter. Okay, so they've changed it again. I don't remember, it was August the last time.
Watch that pothole. Wow. Take a car out down there. I'd have thought somebody would have come. It's been there forever. I'd have thought somebody fixed it by now. Uh-oh. That wasn't so good. I just spilled most of that bottle of water on the WeatherTech map. Uh-oh. Dang it, the whole bottle of water spilled. I think it was recording the whole time. But anyway, we had a towel in the back, and some of it sloshed over the WeatherTech mat, but it's just water because, anyway, WeatherTech mat for the win in this case, I guess. Most of the water was still in the mat.
Yeah, well, those things for sure are, you know, good at doing their job. They're not very pretty, but they're good at their job. So they've changed the process again. The last time I was here was August last year when we got the inverter replaced, and you know, we were a little surprised then that they gave me a loaner car. That was unexpected. They didn't offer me anything, no credits, no loaner car, no nothing. I didn't really ask because, you know, not knowing you're going to get a loaner until you show up is really not particularly useful by that time. I guess maybe if you were going to have to do an Uber yourself, that would be handy. But anyway, he did say a whole lot. Asked me what the problem was, which was like a little mind-numbing. And then he basically, I feel like he gave me the spiel. Oh, well, it could be the thumb drive. And I assured him I did what I could, but by all means, you know, if it needs to be a Tesla drive, that's fine. But at this point, just get it fixed. And he said it would, he was talking about, he said something about the technician is out. He went to the back and came back. He said, well, the technician is not here right now. And it's like, well, I told him, I said, I wasn't expecting to, you know, wait. And he said, oh no, it's going to be several hours. And I said, like, well, what the hell do I need to know? I didn't say anything, but it's like, well, why did you make me wait to go find out that he wasn't here? Were you going to tell me, well, we have no technicians who can work on the car? I mean, I didn't understand that, but
maybe they were going to offer you a drive along so you could demo that it wasn't working.
I guess all I'm trying to say is, I know some people just love talking to service. Oh, well, I want to go up there and I want to tell them every little detail. And you know, I liked it before, and I just drove up. It says you're hit okay if you want to drop it off. Yeah, okay. Just leave the damn car and go. Well, I like that better.
I'm going to say it's different. When you don't care about talking to them, apparently today they made you wait. And when there's a couple times we'd really like to have talked to the person, like when Ruby was in for her camera thing, and we really wanted to talk to the darn tech, you couldn't talk to him for nothing.
The fourth or fifth visit, I want to talk to somebody, but when it's just the normal run-of-the-mill stuff, this was nothing. You know, the inverter thing, maybe I wanted to talk to the guy then, I don't know. But this is just a USB thing. He's either going to plug it in and he's going to find out it's not working, or he's going to do something. But I'm just simply saying, either way, it's either going to be covered by warranty, it's going to cost me $100, one or the other.
Right. Well, our luck will be we go to Harbor Freight and Garner, we donate blood, we drive all the way home, we're sitting down on the couch ready to take a nap and enjoy the rest of our day, and they'll say Jules is ready to come pick up.
Well, I did tell him, I said, look, I've got a 2 o'clock appointment. I said I didn't expect that. Wait, I expected, you know, come back later, pick it up. He said, yeah, it'll be several hours. He didn't promise. He gave me, I guess you just look in the app to see what the
I'll go look and see what the official promise is.
Well, I'm just trying to tell you, the whole drop off and talk to somebody, if it was the guy who was going to work on it and that's who you talk to, I would be totally stoked for this process. But to talk to somebody, I'm not saying he was unskilled or unknowledgeable or uncaring, or there was nothing about the interaction to me that said, oh, this is going to improve your service experience and we're going to get it fixed the first time correctly. Nothing. There was no value add.
Right, well, in all fairness to those people up there, put on your level 2 hat for a minute. They've had hundreds of people come in and it's the thumb drive.
Well, that's fine. Charge me $90. It's $1 minimum.
A minute. It should take them 15 minutes to figure that out.
If you
max.
tell me if he's going to charge me 3 hours labor and tell
camera
me
cut him off, and that's okay because I probably needed to bleep you anyway.
Well, I guess all I'm saying is, look, based on what I understand from looking at Google, this USB thing is a pretty common problem. And he did say words to those effects, but he said that with words to those effects that it never was the car, it was always the thumb drive. Right. Some work, some don't.
Right. Well, this just all goes down to is they really should have sent the mobile guy to our house. We made the appointment, they picked mobile, and then they changed their minds and said we had to bring the car in. And Don and I can't figure out if we're too far away to get mobile or not far enough away to get mobile anymore. But we haven't had a mobile tech to our house in the last 4 or 5 times we've needed service, and we really want mobile techs to come, unless, you know, we understand the inverter, you don't do that in the driveway, we get that.
Got it.
But all the, you know, new motor, whatever, fine, no problem. But for something like this, the mobile guy needed to show up at our house. Jules is still under warranty, and anyway, it'll be fine. Don and I are just, you know,
Right.
it'll be fine.
Well, right. You know, look, Tesla, the parking lot's slam full, but there's just a lot of, I'm not faulting, I'm not taking any demerits for that. That's cool. The guy, you pulled up there, I was the 3rd guy in line. I didn't know if somebody was going to come out, but it dawned on me that they're not going to come out. So I said, well, let me get up here. I mean, because normally, to let you know, when I took my GMC to the Chevrolet place, they came out to my car. Like the oil change place came out to my car and interviewed me while I was sitting in the car and helped me make sure I didn't leave anything personal in the thing. And I remembered my coffee cup, and did you get your phone? You know, but that...
Well, they did used to come out, and Aaron would come over and talk to us, or Drew, even if it wasn't, you know, but now there's, you know.
Is that a Taycan?
No Fang looking lights. It was a Camaro or Panamera or something. It was not a Taycan.
What?
It has more Fang looking lights.
Okay. Well, all I'm just simply saying, in the scenario I just went through, I just soon as skipped all that and just parked at found a parking place and did, yeah, I'm here, and be done with it. I think I would have just assumed they'd done that. There was no, as I said, there was no value add talking to that person, and it's not because they did a bad job. They just couldn't tell me anything other than warning me that it could be.
Right. Well, you know, the thing of it is we have computers in 2024,
right,
and they know how long it takes to diagnose it's the thumb drive, and they know how long it takes to pop out the USB-C port and put a new one in. And they also know how many techs are in the building, and, you know, somebody should have already known how long it was going to take to get to our car. So all Don really needed to know when is it going to be done? Right. And that's the one thing you didn't leave knowing.
I have no idea.
Let me go look in the app. So I'm with you in this whole retired, Johnny's not home, John, you know, all this. I don't know what day of the week it is half the time, but it's Monday, just to get that in our, it's Monday.
Monday.
And 4:30 is their estimate.
Which is not bad.
Right, but I'm telling you, what's going to happen is we're going to end up back at home, and then they're going to say, come and get the car. I guess if we're lucky.
Well, now I have to ask the question, can I still just pay for it and drive away, or am I going to have to go in and talk to somebody?
I think you can. But now look, here, I'm going to put you in your place and list a little bit.
Put me in my place.
People.
Like that's not something she does every day.
Well, I don't normally.
Multiple times.
I'm sort of teasing, and I don't normally do it on camera when I do it, but people complained and complained and complained, including you. There's nobody to talk to in service. I can't talk to anybody. They just want me to drop my car and go away. During COVID, you couldn't talk to a soul if you had to.
That's right.
So, you know, I think I'd like to just leave my car and go. Or I'd like to come inside and, or I'd like to come inside and talk to a person. Options are good. Options are good. You know, it's like I said, when you want to talk to somebody, it's difficult. And when you really don't see the need, they wanted you to come in. But how about the needs of the customer and not one or the other?
Yeah, well, you could say.
I mean, I assure you, every single time I'm going to want to look the person in the eye and tell them, you're not holding my car hostage for days. Like, get her fixed. Not that that'll do me a darn bit of good, but
it makes you feel better.
Makes me feel better.
Well, I guess
I want them to listen to my concerns, darn it. I'm a level 2 support specialist for IBM, and I know all about customers making me sit there while I'm biting my lip and pinching my finger and doing all these other things to try to survive their verbal assault. So, you know, I want people to listen. I had to listen for years and years. I want people to listen.
I guess I understand, and I guess they had the option at one point about touchless delivery.
Yeah.
I guess I want the option of having touchless service.
Now this is a joke. This is really is a joke, but the touchless delivery, yeah, they want you to take off and not look at the car too good.
Yeah, well.
The touchless delivery is great. No. I have said this before. Tommy over at Honda, he would always come out and talk to me about my Odyssey repairs. And there in the last few years, there were a lot of repairs, and it was good to have the same tech working on my car every time. And he sort of knew. We had this, they had to replace the cable that goes from the alternator to the battery.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it disintegrated basically, and there was, you know, oil leaks there toward the end, and all this that we repaired, by the way. We repaired everything on the car, but it was a lot of maintenance, over 200,000 miles on the Odyssey. It was mostly trouble-free, mostly up until then, but Tommy would come out and talk to me, and I always appreciated that. So knowing my service tech, and my service tech is familiar with the previous repairs of my vehicle, is something that I value as a car driver, personally. But you do you. Well, it's just the thumb drive. I mean, it's just the USB-C port. We're not talking about like when I would take my Integra up to the Acura dealership, and they want, what did they do? They would adjust the valves. They would, what do you call the word they do to the valves? They had to,
well, I guess,
align the valves. Anyway, that car required special stuff on it, and the boots that were mess up all the time. And
right. Well, I'm assuming, and maybe this is what the whole issue is. I'm assuming
you're not getting off here.
Oh, we're not? Oh.
Nope. That's why FSD didn't take you over. Don hit the turn signal on his own. We're not headed home, we're headed to Garner.
Oh, that's right, we're not heading to Garner.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just let Ruby drive.
Yes, okay. Well, now that I remember where I'm actually going.
So I'm thinking there's another Tesla owner donating at the bus today.
$70 e-gift card, baby.
Except for Don. Don's getting, he says, $125 today. Mr.
Hey,
O negative.
I gotta come up with some way. I've been spending money on rocks,
dirt,
and flowers. Have you seen the price of flowers lately? My God, people are complaining about food prices.
I process his Amazon gift card for him, and I actually let him keep it.
Right.
I got a couple of the storage bins at Harbor Freight. Don knew he was in trouble when this blood drive was right out in front of the Harbor Freight store, but we skated past the plants at Lidl. I didn't see anything I wanted. Don offered to let me look, though. He did that really great husband thing.
That's right.
Yeah, I tried to get him to take me to Handpicked Nursery in Benson on the way to the house, and they're not open on Mondays. Every other day, but not Mondays. It's the only day they're closed. Oh, well. So, last time we donated blood, Don's blood, they had to do it a couple of times to check the iron, but he passed. And this time it was too low and they wouldn't let him donate. So I had to donate all by myself.
That's right.
But he's eligible to try again tomorrow. So if they send him the right motivation, he might
do it.
But we're wondering if that low dose iron supplement we've been taking did anything. Mine was lower than normal today, which is saying something because mine is usually a lot higher.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's their machine.
Don't know. Well, I mean, I've had for the last year, I've been borderline. Today was the first day that they couldn't get it to read above the 13 number.
Yeah, she did both hands, multiple fingers. Yep. We sent me first because I take longer, and then I donated in 6 minutes and 30 seconds today. Super fast.
Yeah, she was really...
I'm very hydrated today, apparently. Well, there's another Red X waiting in the carpool lane for the school over here. We just happened to come through this stretch of 401 right at school release time. I made Don's circle in the Harris Teeter parking lot. I'm sorry, but there's a white 3, a white Y, and a midnight silver metallic Y.
Here we go.
All in the drive-through for the Harris Teeter pharmacy. I just thought that's, you know, The Teslas are just piling up in Fuquay today.
There was a Tesla parked right up there at the pizza place.
Oops.
I guess they're moving. I guess they gave up.
I'm not used to Don pulling up for me in Ruby, but I like driving around in Ruby as the driver or the passenger. Don rushed us over here to rescue a turtle, and another lady stopped and got out and got him out of the middle of the intersection here at South Park. And there's another view of the pedestal that went in with the conduit and stuff for the traffic lights. So I'm gonna work on Andrea's house for a bit here. It's 7:15, maybe an hour. I've got a chicken to debone in a little bit. I'm letting the Instant Pot depressurize. Got some electrolytes over there. I really like the taste of the LMNT. Basically all the tropical flavors are good to me. So we didn't hear a thing from Tesla, and I don't think they pulled Jules into the garage. I took a nap and I'm feeling a little off after giving blood, about how I normally feel. And I'm probably not too upset about not having to drive back up there to pick up Jules tonight. Although tomorrow's not a great day on Tuesday to try to fit that in either. I got the second floor finished. The shutters are on, the flower box, this whole part here tonight I built. I went back through the original instructions. I swear this set has more stickers than like almost every other set ever. And I applied, fixed the book and the tiles and some of these other things. I applied them. I've got 2 left over that I don't have a spot for, and that's okay. I tried to put them on what they go on, so there's 1 or 2 in the bin that if I wanted to use it in another house, or somebody really needed that sticker on the piece it was meant to be applied on or something. I don't know. That was just my thinking. But anyway, tomorrow night, the rest of the roof.